I'd like to call to order the Stephenville Special Town Council meeting agenda for Thursday, February 29th, 2024 at 6 p.m. Call to order and roll call. Take the roll, please, Sarah.
Councilmember Barker? Here. Councilmember Brown? Here. Councilmember Nelson?
Here.
Councilmember Smith?
Here.
Mayor Michelson?
Here. Could you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll move to item number 3, public comments. Public comments from anything that's not on the agenda tonight. Are there any public comments from the public? Seeing none, we'll move on to approval of minutes. Town Council meeting minutes of 1/25/2024. Councilmember Barker.
I make a motion to approve town council meeting minutes from January 25th, 2024.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? Councilmember Nelson. Okay, so that's a second. Okay, any discussion from the council? Any discussion from the public on the meeting minutes? Seeing none, then now would you take the vote?
Councilmember Barker?
Aye.
Councilmember Brown? Aye. Councilmember Nelson?
Aye.
Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Motion approved 4-0. We'll move to item number 5, unfinished business, discussion decision, awarding of bid, Stephenville Water System, Stephenville Water Main Replacement and Improvement Project at Mission Street. So as you all know, we were here last week, we opened the bids, went back to HDR reviewed them, they sent you a award letter, everything back to us, that's in your packet. I would like to add that Eli sent an email to us on Tuesday. It said, you will notice that there was an error in the math of the two of the bids. The Emerine bid is $174 more than what was shown in the total that was submitted. Contract documents require us to use the correct math. The number shown on the bid tab, $1,373,691, is the correct number. So just like that, and it was still a low number, so it was much more. And also, I'd like to bring up a little bit on the agreement. It looks like the contract times, the work will be substantially complete within 120 days after the date when the contract times commence to run as provided in paragraph 4.01 of general conditions, and completed and ready for final payment in accordance with paragraph 1506 of the general conditions within 150 days after the date when the contract times commence to run. So there's a timeline there when they have to start and when they have to finish. And milestone 1, water mains and service lines must be complete and operational within 120 days of notice to proceed. So that's what, 4 months? Milestone number 2, paving must be completed during a time period when public school is not in session, June, July, and August. Contractor must coordinate paving, traffic control, and any road closures with the owner. So it's like when they get the water main project done, which I'm pretty sure you are going to start.
Pretty quick, I think they want to get at it, yeah, as soon as they can, so.
Right, so that should put them into, by the time they start here within the next month, up to June, July, when they finish putting the water line in and they'll start paving the schools up. That's what the plan looks like. So with that, could I get a motion? Councilmember Nelson.
I make a motion to award a bid to Stevensville Water Main Replacement and Improving Project for Mission Street.
Good, can I get a second? Councilmember
I'll
Barker.
second the motion.
We have a motion and we have a second. Any discussion from the council?
Will they be taking the bid on that from the last meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a little more, it's good up on the number, that's what
Yeah,
it's
I got
here higher, but yeah. But still a little bit. Any other comments from the council? Any comments from the public? Seeing none, then now would you take the vote?
Councilor Barker.
Aye.
Councilor Brown.
Aye.
Councilor Nelson.
Aye.
Councilor Smith.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0.
Sir, I'm gonna have you sign this. Right in that area, and then date it after that. I'll be right back.
And what we'll do now is we'll take that, we'll send that to the contractor, and that just lets them know that you're gonna award it. They'll get all the other paperwork, the bonding, certificates and insurance and things like that they need together. Bring it back to you by the next meeting, hopefully, and you can sign the agreement.
Mhm.
Or trade it.
So this will come back on the agenda one more time.
Yeah, I don't know, what, if, that would be up to you, I guess, it needs to be on the agenda since you, I guess, voted to award it or not, since that's just, looking over the paperwork and you need to vote on it or not, so I'm not
Necessarily
sure.
when you have to, because the agreement is.
Yeah, you awarded, so we've just been signing the agreement, once they get all the paperwork in order and everything.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Like, safe
If you
trip.
guys have any questions on us or anything, let me know.
Yep.
We'll keep you informed.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
Drive safe.
Okay, we'll move to town council comments.
No.
New business?
No, new business, John Anderson, excuse me. New business, item number A, discussion decision. Sorry, John. Consent to the mayor's appointment of John Anderson to the planning and zoning board. As you all know, John put in to be on the council. You guys, Isaiah wants to continue to serve the town in the capacity. He wants to be on the planning and zoning board so he can keep in the loop as far as what's going on. As you know, he's attended all of our meetings. He's very diligent about that. And with that, could I get a motion? Councilmember Brown.
I move that we consent to the appointment of John Anderson to Planning and Zoning Board.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and we have a second by Mr. Nelson. Any discussion from the council?
Oh, I'm just glad that we have a fit for him.
Yeah.
I think John will
It's gonna
be
be good for,
excellent.
or he knows a lot what's going on already,
Very much agreed.
and then we have, the growth plan coming up that we need to redo and all that, so, yeah. I think it's good.
And was the growth plan, did it come back
No,
from?
out.
Wasn't that the one you guys sent out, or was that,
RFPs for it,
yeah,
a long time ago?
yeah,
No, it was some of the changes that we were making to the growth plan.
plan was sent out to have someone approve?
No, that wasn't the growth plan, that was the zoning regulations.
That was the zoning
The
regulations.
subdivision, I'm sorry,
Okay, so
subdivision regulations is the
Subdivision.
one that
Okay.
they completed and then went out to, Montana Department of Commerce looked at it for us and different places like that reviewed it. And that's the one that was finalized and done as the last big project for P and Z.
I know what you're talking about, when we had a meeting with Riley about Pine Street, he said that we need to put a
Oh.
task order out, which we did, to have them give us an idea on how to, remember?
Right, to move forward with some developmental, or excuse me, development codes
Yes,
and some
more
more
stringent.
regulations around that to make these processes easier. I know that Riley's been out of the office the last couple of weeks, kind of back and forth, so we haven't seen that come from them yet, but as
Okay,
soon as we do.
That's what we're
Okay,
talking about, right?
and the other one, the subdivision regulations, because we were waiting for them to come back, I thought, so that. the
That
board
one was
could-
all finalized.
Yeah, that's
was it?
finalized.
Yeah.
We approved that one,
Yeah.
Mayor Gibson was here.
Okay, wonderful,
Yeah.
thank you.
some of those just run together.
Thank you.
And the last one that's left, like you just said, the growth policy, we had put out an RFP multiple times to have an organization or someone to help us with that. We never had any bites on it. And then we had some funding from Main Street to be able to use for that, but now we no longer have that. Mayor Eccles and I just finalized that piece.
We had to
We'll get
send
back.
that, we had to send that money back.
Yeah, so at this point, it's gonna more or less lie back on the planning and zoning board to really start reviewing it, and then hopefully we can do some town meetings or, yeah. Yep.
Okay. No more comments? Any comments from the public, John?
He came, did you see that?
I
I
did.
think it's a gold
Yes,
star.
I did. I'm appreciative
I
of that.
know, you did great.
If he doesn't come here, I go there. I did go there last time.
Okay, with that, now would you take the vote?
You sure can. Councilmember Barker?
I,
Councilmember Brown? Aye. Councilmember Nelson?
Aye.
Councilmember Smith?
Aye.
Okay, now before, and I'm sorry, Mr. Smith, if I kind of occurred. I apologize, that's gonna be, but I just want to say that on council comments, there, we have some funky stuff, as you know, going on with our utility billing, and sometimes we send bills out that are way too high. So the bill went out for over $1,800 to a gentleman, and he paid it, when it should have only been 83 something. So this wasn't a claim of services that we bought, this was a bill that we cashed, and then he said, wait a minute, we owe you money. So what we're doing is, we want to pay you back.
This is a refund.
It's a refund, yeah, it's not a claim. And he's been bugging us for a few weeks, because Janelle was in Hawaii and wasn't able to do it. So by law, we have to do it before the council, so if we don't do it tonight, we have to wait all the way until the 14th of March.
And that means he has somebody to.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we owe them on our end, not his.
Yeah.
So, and the claim number is 18839.
Do you want to ask for town?
Yes, I'm going to. Council comments? Councilmember Brown?
I move that unscheduled matters as an item that is not listed on the agenda for the current meeting may be addressed during the council comment section of the agenda. As a general rule, no matter of the significant interest to the public shall be decided by the council without prior notice to the public as a scheduled council agenda item.
I'll second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Council discussion. And I also want to add on public record, there is one more here, but it's one of our employees, Glenn Biles. He did his CDL, and he didn't know, he paid for his CDL when the town should have paid for it. So he gave them the check. So we went to pay, they said, no, Glenn's already paid. So then now, since he already paid them, we have to pay him back. This is like a month or so back.
so just a really quick question on the reimbursement to this customer for the refund.
Yeah.
How many other ones are we seeing coming through like that are really wonky?
Over the last couple of months, we really focused and really saw this happening more back in like October, November, December.
Yeah,
But
I've
everyone
seen
is
one of those
usually
myself.
pretty good about coming forth and saying, hey, I got this crazy wonky bill. And in this gentleman's case, we're down, I think, in that particular time that one happened, there was about 4. I was able to run a new type of report, and can see those before we bill. And so today, I don't know, you came back 2 different times and I was still in the same chair, but it was good. I was able to spend a majority of the afternoon going through all of our 900 and some odd accounts and double checking that there weren't any of these crazy high meter reads or usage. So I'm gonna cross my fingers. I'm not gonna say for sure, but I'm gonna say that there shouldn't be any on this next set, just because I was really able to go through each one of those and make sure that we won. So in that case, I think we've had 2, his and one other's. The other one, she came in with her paper and went, I know this is not right. His was a different scenario. It got charged to his checking account, because that's how he pays his water bill, and checking account didn't know that maybe you shouldn't do it for $1,600, but $8,344 is all he owed. So that's perfect. Yeah, gotta get that gentleman's money back, and he's been extremely patient. We tried to figure it out because it wasn't simple. Boy, Gina was on the phone for close to an hour with Black Mountain trying to figure out how do we do this. And then she went on vacation, came back, hit it another way. They helped us, got it all fixed yesterday afternoon. So
And I'd like to add, another reason why all these overcharges are down is because the training we did that day.
Oh, yeah, big.
When they sat down and told us how to put them in the correct places
Oh, yeah.
instead of just move them all over.
That helped a lot.
And that took them way down too.
That training and then a report that I was able to pull to get my eyes on it before it even went into the billing system part was really good.
Council
But since
member,
we're talking about that, Janelle, you said 900 and some meters?
I think it's 911, but we can check on that number.
And then how many is the unread at?
Yesterday, or excuse me, on the 27th, there was 179.
I think I'm one of those,
You are, I think so. That's up 9 from last
Last
month, sir, and 1 down from December.
Okay. Okay, I was just wanting to run some numbers. Thank you.
okay, any other questions on the claims? Any questions on the public on the claims?
How much is the reimbursement on the CDO?
I think it was $160.
We're getting more
No,
and more
110.
expensive.
110.
110. It's
110.
the physical for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my brother, that's a year and a half ago, it was like $56. The test.
This is the physical portion of that they have to do every year, so that was.
All that, yeah. Mine cost 10, but that was 1974.
There you go.
Okay.
Old days.
No other comments?
So do we need a,
You have a motion?
We have a motion.
We have a motion, we have a
We have a second.
We have a second?
okay,
So now we can take the vote.
I sure can. Councilmember Barker? Aye. Councilmember Brown? Aye. Councilmember Nelson?
Aye.
And Councilmember Smith?
All right,
Motion passes 4-0. Thank you. Any more town council comments? I have nothing in my.
I'd just like to welcome John.
Yeah, so yeah.
Welcome, John. Thank you. Thanks for coming aboard. I don't have anything in my executive report tonight. You guys together?
Did Will have something? Nothing?
No, this is it's not on the discussion.
Actually, pretty quick to jump up with these guys.
Not tonight.
So,
Then I make a motion to adjourn.
got a motion to adjourn, is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's a learning curve.